Yep, I'm gonna turn the camera and. Ooh, that would have been bad.
It's no milk for your talking about that one thing.
Yep. So what you say can be used against you in the court of law.
Why were you talking about Sunday one time and you were like, wait, that
And I probably should.
Oh yeah,
Hey, we had an interesting discussion in third period about who was a better teacher, me or you.
What? How is that even a conversation?
I know, right? It's him for sure.
Who are you talking with?
Well, I have a couple of students that annoyingly tell me every day how great of a teacher I am. I'm kidding. I'm not like that. But anyways, I bet them that because I supposedly there was some survey that Mrs. Wilkes did for your book.
Oh.
And I said, I bet you. I said I know who's going to be the favorite teacher. I said I bet you $100 it's Nihilist.
$100? No way.
No way.
I'd take that bet. I can ruin that real fast.
That's what I said, so I started talking trash about myself.
I have a couple questions for some kids in here real quick, if you don't mind. Actually, Everett, are you planning on running track? No?
What the heck are you doing this for?
Derek, are you planning on playing soccer?
Yes.
Yes. I'm a jack of all trades. That's all I got. What? It's being recorded? Are you kidding me?
Shoot, that is
She's
on.
going for
Aw, man!
Can't sing the Nihilist.
Don't do it!
Nihilus, Nihilus is the very best.
And then you gotta
See?
You
That'd be
gotta
great.
keep this to somebody keep this to
I'm trying to get my $100. Here we go. Get back in this.
You gotta be the best teacher, so you gotta keep them going.
Best teacher will give us a worksheet.
Oh, I'm a failure.
Yeah.
Hey, there are 4 types of reactions we're going to talk about today.
Oh, great.
Only 4. There's more than 4, but I'm only going to make you know 4.
Woo. Hey, what a wonderful teacher. Isn't it supposed to be?
Oh, no.
Wait, isn't it supposed to be composition?
No. Oh, God.
It's composition. This is in the book. It says composition.
But yeah, okay, but that's just interesting because this is like a book PowerPoint. Yeah.
Well, there's Daryl's.
Let's answer this once and for all.
The book says
Because I would call it synthesis.
Composition, 19.10, page 450.
450. I actually define it as synthesis. 450. The only reason I even use this is because that's what the book uses. So to keep it simple, stupid, I do it. I'm not calling you stupid.
Oh.
Composition. Yes. You're offended?
Yeah, like, I think that I'm offensive, but I'm offensive. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's not a combination. Don't know where that came from. Have no idea.
No, I just had. Oh,
Hey, why do I even do this when I could go change it on the PowerPoint, eh?
I don't know.
Hey!
Waste time.
Only a
All of that nerd.
good teacher would
Kid
remember
nerds.
that. Wow. Composition. How do you spell that? A composition. Okay.
You just crossed out composition to write composition. Whoa.
Hey, guess what?
It's composition.
Nothing.
Cross out your.
I never told you, Cindy, you're my favorite student.
Oh, thank you. That kind of sounded sarcastic. On the camera, turning slightly to the left. Yeah, I could still reach it.
Really?
No, she's not.
Alright, you ready? 4 types of reactions. Composition, almost a combination. Decomposition. Hey, what does that maybe infer about those 2 things?
opposite.
No figure. Okay. Single replacement and double replacement. Ready? Here we go. Hey, and I called it a synthesis here. What do you know? Oh, great. Let's change.
Placement reaction.
I'm gonna change that for you.
Reaction.
Did you start writing this here?
Right when it came up, I said, I'm gonna change that. Actually, why don't you just put it all in, and then we'll deal with it. I like that.
Are we gonna have to leave room for more topics?
No.
Probably might want
No.
to.
I mean, yes to no.
Switch to a pencil. Go over it later with
That's just a dash. You mean I need to change that too?
Yes, please.
It's a dash. Are you gonna do the little swirly thing?
Yeah.
At
least he took his glasses off.
He took his glasses off to do it.
4 seconds later.
How about that? You like that one?
But then that could be.
And then let's make that one that
What
one.
is it? Oh, that's better.
Oh,
I
that's
like
cool.
those.
Where'd you get that?
Keep it.
Wait, which one did you keep?
Look, keep it.
Oh.
Special.
They're special.
It's just spades.
Just for you guys, because you guys are extra special. Are you kind of seeing that these guys are opposites?
Yes.
What was the big giveaway, or what up there would be make it very clear that they're opposites?
Well, one adds and one takes apart.
I mean, A plus B gives you AB, and AB gives you A plus B.
Oh.
This is,
Down.
What?
it's like multiplication and division.
Yeah, adding and subtracting. Girls and boys. Opposites. What?
Okay, math.
Not true.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that still applies.
No. Hey, Sydney, where did Dad go?
He probably went to the store.
Mr. Fincham just left a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave and go bowling.
Take us bowling.
Can I take you bowling? Well, when we get into the motion,
Oh wait, it burned down, never mind.
shut up.
No,
Yeah.
and the roof fell down.
Like a day before the middle
It's
school was
gone.
supposed to go bowling.
You see that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if my free bowling tickets
Probably.
are to a burnt down bowling.
That is unfortunate. That would be pretty
I am going to sue.
So what place the bird down?
I'm going to new one.
Ashes.
But it was really hard.
They all fall down. Right.
Okay, we're morphing into a fun fifth period here. Okay.
Yeah.
You okay, Mari?
Can we go to a different bowling alley?
Well, that'll burn down too.
We're just bad luck.
What are you saying?
We're just cursing everywhere.
Did you burn it down?
Oh,
I did.
Your car fire too.
Can you guys get this done? I would like to talk about this.
ma'am,
You
don't.
already have it written down.
Wait.
I mean, I already have it written down.
Wait, we're talking about fire, that's decomposition. I mean, it's just falling, breaking things apart.
No, that's actually called a combustion reaction.
Whatever, it's still a reaction with fire rings or a jank beam something.
No, we want to
Just
talk.
burn it out and blow it up.
Okay, So what in composition would be a word that would explain what's really happening here?
Combination.
Yeah. Combine. Oh, that's funny, huh? Words mean something. What? Answer that. So combine two or more substances into a single product. So another way to look at composition, if you don't know that combine means to combine, then you could always assume that you have more reactants than fill in the blank.
Then a reaction.
Retract.
Retract.
We saw it in the lunchroom.
If you're combining things, you're always going to have more at the beginning than at the end. Particles. I'm not talking about whole stuff. Okay? You're always going to have more reactants than products when you're talking about a combining process or a combining reaction. And so then if this is the opposite of this, you could then say that a decomposition is always going to have more
Products. Reactants.
I'm sensing the trend. So if you look up here, I have two reactants that combine together to produce one product, and there you have a combination reaction. And then the bottom guy, decomposition, something you're probably familiar hearing about, is the breaking apart of things, or breaking down of things. Okay, I'm taking one thing, and I'm breaking it down into more product. Easy? I'd say so. But I think you said that about, a few other things that maybe weren't so easy. Ready? To the next one? One at a time. Oh no. Uh-oh. Box. Alright, that looks awful. We can't do that. What else do we have? Any more?
Do a dot.
Picture. Custom.
Can we put
Put a face on there?
Let's do that.
No.
Who's that from?
Ah!
All the
No!
others.
Okay, sir. What's really awesome about these four types of reactions is the name pretty much tells you all you need to know about how to identify them. Oh my. You're feeling a little faster today, are you? She's reacting a little faster.
You get.
Okay, hey, guess what? It literally sounds like it is. Why do I say that? Or that it's not as obvious to you as it is to me?
No.
Single replacement, a single guy replaces another guy. Let me show you. A single guy comes in and replaces another. Let me give you an analogy. Let's say we have a random student. Let's name that student. We'll say Shane.
Oh!
We'll say,
So random.
okay, random. Okay, Shane decides he wants to go to this dance party.
Oh, no! Crap!
Why would you want to go?
But okay, so Shane goes to this dance party. Okay. Who? Anybody in here? Any boy in here dating anybody? Mari. We'll say Mari's dating some random lady. Okay.
Oh, Derek.
All right. And Mari's at this dance party with another lady. Okay.
Whoa.
And
Wait, no,
Shane.
why me?
Shh. And Shane shows up, and Shane is just the most attractive, the most smooth. He's rich. He's got it all. He is a hunk of a man. Okay. And Mari's date just catches one glimpse. Ooh la la. So what happens is the sad part about the story here is poor Mari.
Poor Shane.
Why poor Shane? He's the attractive rich smooth dude. Why poor Shane? Why in the world would you say poor Shane? He's the attractive, rich, loaded, sexy individual. I shouldn't have said that. Shoot! He's on camera! Rewind. Okay. Poor Mari. You don't even know how to get out of school, G. So so poor Mari. Mari. He thought this girl was just for sure wanted to marry this girl, and in comes Shane. She just has to be so darn attractive. And what ends up happening is Shane replaces Mari. Moment of silence. Okay.
So did Shane finally fix his face?
Wait, whoever said he had to fix his face? Shane, are you okay? Did I was complimenting him.
Sexy!
Okay, did
Remember that thing you were saying?
This got
Boys and girls? Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the now. Okay, so what ended up happening? Real attractive young man goes to a party. Another couple's there, and just the lady just gets one look and says, "Man, too irresistible." Okay, and what ends up happening is Shane, the attractive individual, comes in and replace. I don't want to say unattractive because that's not the case for Mari. He's just not rich. And this is a gold digger, right? Okay? And so, and sorry, you're just not rich. I'm not rich either. I got everything else, just not rich. Okay? All right. So anyways, in comes Shane, replaces poor Mari. You see now Mari's sitting over here single and alone. He's a single Pringle. And so the way to identify a single replacement reaction is you should have a single element by itself, okay, that, if you look at the product side, has replaced somebody else. Okay? Okay? And so you're probably wondering, why does this happen? I know I used kind of a silly, stupid analogy, because this is really what it was. Okay? But, well, the reason why this happens is zinc is just more reactive than copper, and so it replaces it. AKA smooth, rich, and good looking. Okay? Any questions? Did that analogy help?
No.
Now we'll remember it.
How does that
not help? You will never forget this moment. Just wait.
We're gonna be
for the next
seniors.
analogy.
The next
Oh,
thing
no.
it's time for Cassidy and Derek's turn.
No.
Yes.
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 No, won't do it.
No.
Do it.
I'll never talk about students in my classroom.
Let's use Johnny.
You just called
You.
Okay, get this in, please.
I'm
gonna say
Will you guys focus?
So.
No.
Wait, where do you post these videos?
Yeah.
Online.
This
Where?
might not get posted.
No, stop.
That really should be a kid's
I'm
video.
just saying all the important parts so you can like
Put this in, please.
get your leads back. Help me. Now they're at a square dancing festival.
Okay? Don't want to give the high notes if I don't have to. Be weird.
Scratchy.
Alright. It's gonna be quite amazing.
I am ready.
Dash.
Do it.
Hey.
Fix the dash. Fix the dash.
Fix your face, okay?
Fix your hairline.
Part of the period. You missed that moment.
You heard about it.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta post the
He
video.
told us.
Here's the difference between me and students.
It's over.
Okay? When you make fun of me,
We have
it's funny.
hairlines in the house. We also have hairlines.
That's true. You don't have brains. Okay.
It's over.
It's over now. All right. You just that's what they're fighting words.
Bye.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Now I'm about to use you in the next analogy,
No,
Johnny.
please don't.
Can I not be in the next one?
You won't be. Stevie and you will. be. Stevie and Johnny.
Oh boy.
I'm Sydney and Carly.
Sydney and Carly.
Sydney and Carly.
Well, I might now.
Yes. Why don't you use that one?
Science.
Ready?
And then like partners.
Crap.
I'm gonna do two things here. I'm gonna teach you science, and I'm gonna teach you a little bit about dating relationships.
Oh.
I don't need to
Stay single.
But I just want you to hear the sarcasm in my voice, okay? So just remember that. Are you ready? So two compounds switch partners. Okay? So it's really just a double replacement. As you can see, A and B switch partners. They do a double replacement. Sounds like it is. Okay? A was with Y, now who A is with? Z. B was with Z, now who is B with? Y. Now, why isn't A and B going together? You want to know?
Because there's
Yes!
That was really good, actually.
Okay? AKA they're both cations. And two positive things, no attractee. Two negative things, no attractee. Okay? So, remember, we know that that's positive and that's going to be negative. Always, cations first, anions second. Okay? It doesn't work that way. That's not how God designed it. Okay? Now, if we look at this, here's my positive guy, here's my negative, here's my positive, and I know you guys don't know what these are. Those are polyatomic ions you'll learn when you take chemistry. Okay? But what you can see is the lead replaces the potassium. Everybody see it? Potassium was with this guy, which is called chromate. Now lead is with it. Okay? And potassium is now with what this guy's called is nitrate. Okay? Do you see the double replacement? Now to the analogy. So, Stevie and Johnny, best friends, good buddies, they go to a dance party. They have a significant other, and it's a typical high school dating relationship where it's not really highly valued and there's really no purpose or reason to ever be in the relationship. Okay? It's just a waste of time, waste of money, waste of God's use of your resources. Okay, anyways, all right. So they go, and since there's really no commitment, no reason to commit or anything like that, like, you know, the purpose of dating isn't to get married or anything, you know.
We're getting more and more sad.
Continue.
All right. Are you sensing the information about dating that I'm trying to
Yes.
persuade you?
No, we want
I
more.
understand, don't
Okay.
take no drugs.
Yeah.
Don't take no drugs.
And since there's no commitment, why do they need to be staying with their one partner that they were with when they came? They decided to do the recreational dating thing. Date as many people in high school as you possibly can. I know, I did it.
Oh.
Why do you think I'm giving you this information? You want to know how many girls I dated in high school? 11. Okay, so I can say this because I lived it, and it was a train wreck of a mess. I don't care. Okay. Hence why I say the things I say. Same thing with your parents. The reason why they say the things that they say is probably because they've experienced it themselves or have seen people that have experienced it themselves. Okay? Your parents are smart individuals. They don't always make the best decisions, but most of the time, better than you would. Okay? Anyway. So, the moral of the story is they switch partners, have a great old time, and do the typical high school thing, which no one should ever do.
We attack.
No, they don't break up via text. They get in a relationship over text. So, as you can see, I think it's quite obvious. I'll end with my analogies. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything.
Your feelings has been hurt.
You said I got no hair.
No, I felt. You're switching.
I have called you good things, minus the one thing.
Which thing is that?
They're gonna make it interesting.
As it was coming out of my mouth, I was trying to retract it, but my tongue couldn't grab it and bring it back.
No.
Okay? Of the following reaction. So do not answer this out loud. Think about it for a second. I want you to tell me whether these are, which one is a single replacement reaction. Take your time, glance it over, think about the analogy maybe a little bit, if it helps. Raise your hand when you think you have the answer. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, kind of, and maybe. We got a 4. Think about it. Single replacement. Think about it. Shane, what do you think?
3.
Number 3. Do you guys agree or disagree?
Nice.
I got 1 agree.
I agree.
I got a couple agrees. You disagree? Why do you disagree there, Ethan?
Because there's the coefficient.
So, did I ever say coefficients had anything to do with anything?
Because they have to be
Is it not balanced? They're all balanced. Basically.
Which one's being replaced?
What? Which one's being replaced? Good question. Which one's being replaced, guys? Silicon. The single guy is replacing the the silicon. And now the silicon, or silicon, or Mari, all by himself. Okay. All right. Because you weren't really engaged in my analogy.
Whoa.
You just really want to be.
Alright, think about this one, double replacement. What, Johnny?
What?
You want to say that out loud? Why not? Raise your hand when you got an answer. Shane's got it down. See, that analogy stuck with him. Derek, what do you think? 4. Number 4, yes or no?
Yes.
I agree.
Not putting polyatomic ion.
I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to avoid those.
Why?
Because they're everywhere. Okay? Composition, combining here. Who can tell me which one of this is going to be? Even? Number 4. You got 2 reactants combining to produce one product, and I'm going to go ahead and say that's yes.
It's double the ammonia.
And lastly, if you haven't been able to figure it out based on the fact that what the things were, you can probably figure it out, and this is the only one that hasn't been chosen yet. Everett? What? 2. We got 1 reactant breaking down, decomposing, breaking apart into. We're not done. Swerve.
Oh my gosh. What's the F? Wait, where's the F? You make up the weirdest. It's gonna be mixed up now.
Because I didn't like how they do things.
So F.
I didn't put it. It was there.
No, you
Change
change
all
it.
replacement. Stop it.
Of my own stuff, absolutely. Those last 3 slides are actually the exact slides I used in chemistry.
Thermo.
So you guys were juniors there for a second.
Wait, which one's the past 4?
The 4 types of.
Where you use stupid analogies.
Hey, take chemistry, and I'll change the analogy, put you in it.
Wow.
I'm not.
What did you say more with your person?
What?
What did you say with her one Shane?
Oh,
Yeah.
that.
I've learned who I can make fun of and who I can't. Shane doesn't care.
He seemed to care.
There I care.
Why?
You called me sexy.
You don't have to keep repeating it for the camera.
No, the camera needs to
We
know.
reminded, it never happened.
No, it happened.
No.
No, it
I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
gonna walk up to the camera and say.
No,
Well, then
You always deserve it.
yourself.
Alright.
We'll steal your microwave noodle.
Shane,
What?
from the deepest of my sympathetic heart,
Being the black hole in your.
I didn't mean what I said. You're not actually that. Well, what do you want? Thermodynamics, study of energy and chemical reactions. Thermo meaning heat, energy. Okay. So again, I think hopefully you can come to the point where you're understanding that a lot of the vocabulary words that we deal with in this chapter, a lot of the vocabulary words that we deal with in this chapter, they have a lot of the meaning built into the word. Okay? Now, we did have 2 slides we didn't get to. It took a little long. Longer than I wanted. I wonder why. You do have to do your homework, read about those 2 things, and I'll get it in your notes right before your quiz tomorrow.
My trouble is broken.
No time to learn, just do it.
Right before your quiz tomorrow. The quiz will not be over what we didn't talk about today, but it could be about relationships and dating. So,
I don't know. I think it broke straight. Yeah.
all right, this is gonna get thrown away.